Toyota has some big plans for the next year, and whether you're into trucks, sports cars, or the latest hybrids, there'll be something for everyone. Iconic nameplates are coming back. New models will redefine their segments. Toyota CEO reveals 8 new models that'll reshape 2026, so be sure to stay with us because we're starting the countdown right away. Number 8. Toyota Stout. Toyota recently reinvented the international compact pickup segment with the super affordable and extremely flexible Hilux Champ. Now it's about to do the same thing in the US market. This time, it'll be a unibody pickup and it'll carry the famous Stout nameplate, once a beloved small truck on the US market. The new Stout will take the EPU concept as the starting point, with the same dimensions that'll ensure lots of interior space and overall practicality. Stylistically, we expect it to follow the aforementioned electric concept, though there's always room for more production-friendly revisions, especially on the inside, because we don't believe fancy features like a steering yoke could make it to the production version. The new Stout will challenge the Ford Maverick, and one of its key strengths will be its hybrid powertrain. Toyota's still investing billions in the production of this pickup, and a lot of that money will be directed to the new hybrid powertrain, which will be based on an all-new 1.5-liter inline-4 engine. The combined output is expected to go between 180 and 200 horsepower, with the key advantage over rivals will be the exceptional fuel economy, with way over 40 miles per gallon combined. Also, it'll be the cheapest pickup on the US market. Number 7. Toyota Celica. Toyota is bringing back one of its legendary sports cars. With an impressive WRC pedigree and great popularity around the world, the Celica remain in the hearts of so many enthusiasts, and that's why this comeback is so exciting. Toyota will bring back one of its 1990s icons, and this time it'll get even better. And no, it won't be all electric, thankfully. The Japanese automaker is bringing a completely new 2-liter Turbo 4 with 400 horsepower and with most likely both manual and automatic gearboxes on offer. Of course, all-wheel drive will be one of its key ingredients, so expect the same or quite a similar drivetrain as in the super exciting Yaris GR and Corolla GR hot hatches. Of course, styling will play an important role as well, and if you check digital renderings, it's clear that there's a lot of tribute paid to the legendary silhouette from more than 3 decades ago. Number 6. Next generation Toyota Corolla. Although not a brand new model, the Corolla deserves a place on any list because the new generation of the best-selling car of all time is coming. The 13th generation is almost ready, and considering the huge commercial success of its predecessor, it's clear that evolutionary changes is what's coming. Stylistically, as well as in terms of size, things will be pretty similar to the outgoing generation, though the new Corolla will adopt the brand's new design language, with a face similar to the new Camry, Prius, and other models. Bigger changes are coming on the inside, with notable improvements in materials, build quality, and tech features. Just like the current model, it'll come either as a hatchback or sedan, while the wagon is yet to be confirmed. Of course, the focus will be on the hybrid powertrain, and Toyota is about to bring the next generation of its legendary system, based on a new 1.5-liter inline-4 with more power and even better efficiency. A plug-in hybrid is coming too. Number 5. Toyota BZ5X. Despite the criticism towards electrification, the Japanese automaker continues to expand its EV lineup. The latest addition is called the BZ5X, and as the name suggests, it'll be positioned above the BZ4X. It'll be a genuine family car, a 3-row crossover, pretty much what the Highlander represents in the internal combustion world. So its key selling points will be space and practicality along with strong performance. Officials still haven't said anything about the max output or performance figures, but we know that the dual motor version will be standard. The competitive range is expected too, and it looks like Toyota is about to use a new generation of its solid-state battery in this one rather than a more conventional lithium-ion unit. Another important aspect of the new BZ5X is the price, and from what we know so far, it'll be on par with key competitors, with base versions going around $50,000. The launch date is planned for the end of this year. Number 4. Toyota Previa. In the world of the ever-growing popularity of SUVs, Toyota's taking a pretty interesting move by introducing another minivan. The Japanese automaker already sells the Sienna, and now it's bringing back the Previa, a familiar moniker from the 1990s. Compared to the Sienna, the new Previa will feature slightly smaller dimensions, but that won't be its key difference. No, this model will focus on electrification. It'll be based on the TNGA-K platform, and it'll come both in plug-in hybrid and all-electric setups. Details are still unknown, but the plug-in hybrid version could share powertrain with the next-generation RAV4 plug-in hybrid, which promises plenty of power and quite impressive electric-only autonomy. So what does this introduction mean for the Sienna? Most likely, nothing. The two models will most likely continue to be offered simultaneously, with the Sienna catering to the needs of more traditional buyers with a self-charging hybrid setup, while the Previa will have a harder task of attracting new customers. Number 3. Next generation Toyota RAV4. Despite it being around for years, the current generation had an impressive 2024, as it managed to sell over 475,000 units in the US market alone. Obviously, the world's best-selling SUV is still going strong, but Toyota is bringing a completely new generation anyway. The 2026 Toyota RAV4 is on its way, and it'll bring significant improvements in many aspects. First of all, there's the powertrain. Considering that it shares the platform with the Camry, it's clear that it'll use the same updated hybrid setup based on a familiar 2.5-liter inline-4. The combined output goes around 226 horsepower in the case of the front-wheel drive version and 232 horsepower in the case of the all-wheel drive model. The gas-only model, on the other hand, will be discontinued, while the plug-in hybrid is expected to bring more power and more electric-only range than the current model, which is good for over 300 horsepower and can make 42 miles solely on electric power. Given the huge commercial success of the outgoing generation, which got a complete overhaul, this time changes will be rather evolutionary. The 2026 Toyota RAV4 will continue to ride on the TNGA platform, and most likely the chassis setup won't change drastically. On the other hand, it'll get an all-new look with futuristic headlights similar to those found in the Camry and Prius, and a new prominent grille with a mesh pattern similar to the one found in the Crown Signia. Even bigger updates are coming on the inside in the form of new materials, improved build quality, and of course, new tech features, including the latest version of Safety Sense 3.0, a suite of modern drive assistance goodies. Number 2. Toyota MR2. If you check the recent Tokyo Auto Salon, you know that Toyota presented a mid-engine Yaris GR. Well, many believe that this was actually a test mule of the new MR2, Toyota's iconic mid-engine sports car that has been dominating the economy segment during the 1980s and 90s. Well, it's time for a comeback. The new generation has been officially confirmed, and from what we know so far, it'll stick to its roots in terms of design and features. This means that we're looking forward to seeing a two-seat mid-engine sports coupe that prioritizes driving experience over anything else, and it won't be electrified as some sources were suggesting. Instead, we'll see a genuine petrol-head car with the company's new 2-liter Turbo 4 that puts out 400 horsepower. The manual gearbox is coming too, so we could say it'll have all it takes to leave a huge mark in this era that obviously lacks affordable drivers' cars. Number 1. Toyota Land Cruiser FJ. Toyota is working on the further expansion of its Land Cruiser family. After the introduction of the new LC250, which amazes with its perfect blend of off-road capabilities and refinement, it's time for something smaller and more affordable. Something that'll attract wider masses and draw them into what many consider the most iconic off-road family. Anyway, the Land Cruiser FJ will feature styling based on the compact cruiser EV concept. Small, boxy, and with a blend of retro and futuristic, it'll have all the preconditions to make commercial success. But while the aesthetical aspect of the new off-roader is pretty much a certain thing, things about mechanics are yet to be disclosed. Most sources suggest a unibody platform and technology shared with other contemporary Toyotas, with the model's capability of accommodating both hybrid and all-electric setups. On the other hand, others suggest a more traditional approach with a design based on the good old IMV platform and a lot of technical solutions shared with the new Hilux Champ. That one would definitely be more rugged, and it would have the potential to establish itself as one of the most approachable small off-roaders on the market. The launch will probably happen in the next year, and we expect base models to start at around $35,000. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.